I was raised back in Illinois. I was raised in a huge foster family. I have 100+ foster brothers and sisters. I have 10 adopted sisters, and I have a biological brother and a biological sister. And one of the unique things that happens is you have 10, 11, 12, 15 people living with you at any one time, but they're constantly cycling through. And so you see them graduate, and you see them move on with life, you see them go to college, and you get people that you can look up to, and then you get people that stumble and fall. And so I've had this just great privilege to be able to see all the ones that came before me and say, well, what are people messing up with? Where are they stumbling? And so many of my brothers and sisters are stumbling over basic financial education, how to manage what came in today and make sure that I'm not spending all of it so I have something for tomorrow. And that makes a massive impact in the success of each of their lives. And I've seen it make a massive impact in the failure of some of their lives. And so I look at that and I say, how can I take my skills and hopefully prevent someone else from having those same kinds of problems? The interesting part about MX is that we live on the spectrum of establishing that relationship, because that relationship, there's a big piece of it that is psychological. And so there's a big expectation there from a consumer. Today we talk to Siri and we say, hey Siri, tell me where I'm going. Well, we've started to trust Siri. We've said, well, Siri's my trusted advisor. Siri tells me where I'm going. It knows how to get to Starbucks. And so what MX does is it comes in and it says, we know how to categorize your transactions because we see so many millions of them on a daily basis. We know where that money is flowing when it says a weird description, and we can correct that description and we can put it in the right category. We know that you are completely off base with your kind of income to have those kinds of goals, and we can correct them before you get 2 years down the road and say, oh, I can never meet it, and you just give up. One of the things that we've seen as part of this generation is that we're looking for that trust relationship. We've begun to establish it with our phones, and MX sits here and says, hey, we know how we can help bridge that gap with the data that is had. Let us be part of that relationship. Let us be part of that conversation. And I would say even one of the cool things about MX, we're also willing to say, let us step out of that conversation. We want the bank to be the trusted advisor of their community. We want them to have all the accolades. And so that's why we have fully white labeled solutions where you don't know it's us behind the scenes, and we're helping build these trusted institutions within communities.